So this session, we're going to start on a little bit more on the sky. So we're going to start with these colors today. This is, oh, I forget the name of the blue. Phthalocyanine blue. That's this. White, obviously. There's a neutral gray. That's how we're going to start. And quite possibly with a little bit of something pink or orange, because I've decided that the sunrise is somewhere off this way, more or less behind us, but some of the light is coming in here. So this is going to end up darker. This is going to be lighter. We're going to have some light up here when we get to it, maybe here. So let's start. You know I don't like to mix my colors on here, which is why I've got this gray. But I'm going to do a little bit of that today. So we're going to take some of this white, some of this blue, mix it up a little bit, put in the gray. Actually, I'm probably not going to need much of that blue at all because it's not a very colorful picture. Lately, I have been doing a lot with these kind of, what shall I call them, neutrals. All right, so for me, that's pretty well mixed. Now, because I'm going to be painting on the left side, I'm going to use my left hand. Yes, I'm weird that way. This may be a little bit more greenish than I like, but we'll see. Yep, a little too green for what I wanted. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little of some other blue. And in order to do that, I'm going to let you look at the painting for a while I go get the paint without tripping myself, which is a little hard with these wires all over the ground. All right, that's violet. I don't want that. Actually, maybe I do. In the meantime, let's try ultramarine. I can get the top open. So I had planned to do this a little bit more better planned. Now I'll show you again how I open these things when they're stuck. I don't know if you can see this, but because I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Very useful. All right, let's change the tint of that a little bit. So the nice thing about paint is that you can always wait for something to dry and add. Oh, that's nice. All right, so let me show you. There's the color right there. So there's a little bit of that green and greenish tint to it. But it's not going to matter in the long run, because when we're done, just as, okay, so now we just kind of move the paint around a little bit. The nice thing about this is that for me, this is well mixed. And I like the effects of having it not over mixed. You know, I'm not using colors out of the box like crayons. You know, they're all completely mixed. All right, I like that. So I'm gonna put a little bit more gray in. I like to mix, as you know, on the canvas. Makes things very interesting. And rather than having, what do you call them, brush strokes, I have, here we go. There. So I'm going to work on this. And we'll see how we manage to get we do for the rest of the sky. Let's see a little bit more gray here. All right, I'm liking how that's coming out. And this is actually going to be the lighter side. So let's put a little bit more white in. Lots of times I don't mix as, even on the thing I don't mix as much as there is here. But I don't want you to see white in this case. And we're going to add a little of a sunrise color. And that's going to be the cadmium red, which I had sort of given up cadmiums, but my doctor tells me that as long as I'm not breathing this stuff or eating this stuff, it should be fine. And I'm not breathing it because I don't sand. I don't want to have this too there we go, just a hint of some color. And we're going to do a Puro orange, which is an amazingly gorgeous orange. Add a little of that. I actually adore color. If you've seen my bead weaving, you'll see that most of my pieces, all but one really, no, two, are exceptionally colorful. But even the ones that don't have a lot of color seem to be colorful in their own way. Okay. This one is a little bit harder to pull off. There we go. All right. And that's it for now. And I'll work on this and then I'll show you what I've done and we'll see where I go from here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.